This thing you have up on the screen is our little litany to ourselves. And we say, if you're going to do this, if you're going to become a mega agent, if you're going to turn your real estate job into a business, you've got to approach it with, first of all, you have to be able to think how? Think big. And that is bigger than other people. You have to see things that are possible, that are bigger than other people are seeing. You do not want to be pulled down by the mediocrity around you, the limited expectations that people, and the limited standards people set for themselves, and the weak, wimpy commitments they make, if any. You need to be able to think how? Big. You need to, and that's why you hang out with people like you're hanging out with here. Because that's where you plug in to the think big energy. You get to hang with people that are doing more than you are, and you get to find out how they did it. And you find out they were, at one point in their careers, they were right where you were, trying to struggle to make ends meet, trying to figure out what would work lead generation-wise, trying to figure out how to hire their first assistant. Then the second thing is you need to aim what? High. Because here's the thing. The further a target is away from you, if you're going to hit that target, you're shooting a gun, and that target's a long way away. If you're going to hit that target, you have to aim what? High. You have to aim above it because you don't know what it'll take to get there. So what we say is aim high. Let your reach exceed your grasp. Right? Go for things. Reach for the stars. Go big because wherever you end up, it'll be better than where you would have ended up. Do you understand? A lot of people are afraid to set goals because they are deficit thinkers, not achievement thinkers. They set a goal, and if they don't achieve it, they focus on what? The shortfall. How far below the goal? I'm going to take 100 listings this year, and then you go out, and this, the year before I took 35 listings, and this year I'm going to take 100. And I go out and I take 85 listings. Now a deficit thinker looks at the what? The shortfall. I missed my goal by 15 listings. What does the achievement thinker look at? I more than doubled my production. Hot dog. Right? You understand? So it's the willingness to set goals that are a stretch. Not that are just gimmies, so that it pulls your performance. When you write down big goals, they pull you toward them. When you announce them to the world, like your mastermind group or your compadres that you meet here, when you announce what your goals are, it does another thing too. The universe sort of organizes itself behind you and pushes you toward those goals. I mean, things occur that feel like coincidences, but they aren't. It's because you announced to the universe what you wanted to do, and it started to say, well, okay, if that's what you want, here, you need this, I mean, it's like you decide you're going to set a big goal, and all of a sudden, you get an email from Craig Proctor. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when your goal says you're ready, all of a sudden the teacher appears, and you plug in and you go, aha, man, I can't believe it. I needed that. That's exactly what I was looking for. So the aim high is important. But here's the final one. It's the big one. It's the big differentiator. And that is you have to act what? Bold. And here's this way. That doesn't mean audacious or aggressive. You can be that. But that's not what act bold means. Write this down. Here's what act bold means. To do that which you are currently uncomfortable doing. To do that which you are currently uncomfortable doing. People lead their lives in their comfort zone, and therefore they never advance. People who are courageous, bold is a courage word, not in an arrogance or an aggression word. It doesn't matter where we are, when there is something we know we need to do and we're afraid to do it, then we need to do what? Just do it. That's bold. When you're afraid to do something or unsure of the outcome or doubtful that it'll work, but you know it's the right thing to do, when you do that, you're being bold. And bold, because here's another thing, it came from one of our investors. He said, money lies on the other side of fear. Whoa. He said that. He said, so many people are afraid to invest in real estate. It's such a great investment. They can think of all the things. We call them the myths, the myth understandings, the things that they'll go wrong. It's complicated. I'll risk money. Not many people do it. All the good investments are gone. There's all these excuses and fear statements, self-doubt fear statements. And what he says is, no. The money is on the other side of fear. If you can get through the fear, and by the way, when you go through that wall of fear and you look back at it, what does it look like? Like a little speed bump, right? On the other side, it looks like, what was I worried about? Facing the fear, it looks like a barrier. So what you learn in life is that when you move through your fears, and you can do it with other people. That's why it's good to hang out with people like this, because together you can move through your fear, or they can reach a hand out to you and say, hey, nothing to worry about. Try this. Yeah, no, I know. I know you're investing $12,000 in a consulting program, but I promise you, it's going to put $50,000 or $100,000 in your pocket first year, and after that, it'll even get bigger. It'll multiply bigger. But, I don't have the 12,000, you know. And you go, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Step across the fear. Because you'll look back at the end of the year and went, best decision I ever made.